Oh my God, it's too hard. It's too hard.
Oh, yeah.
Are you graduating?
Yeah, before I do I graduated with my associates from It's exciting. First it was a little bit chocolate. It's evening out. Yeah, you can't take a breeze. That is true. Well, I figured if we talk about the harvest that we did. I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna do it. You just said, you remember last
I saw that. Yeah. Are you gonna be here next Tuesday for the big forum? You guys will.
Next year with
The city council, like I said, should ask me after. Oh, the city council. That's all. That'll be schools hosting it for the city. Why do you get involved? I don't know. Okay, I was gonna say, is anybody sitting here? Steve Factor Road.
If they're like little, they're not like.
Okay. You guys try, she's like, thank you. Now she's here. Do a story. She's the only one who's not super relieved. You know that. The rest are all. I usually don't do anything. I've lost my car. Yes, you just survived many throws. Survived a lot. Now, Ron Fisher can sit there. What about God? Hey, I watched your interview.
Yes, we did.
They're really 300 some kids inside
All right, good. Thanks for coming back. How are you? I'm fine, how are you? Ready to go home for chicken sandwiches. Oh, that sounds good. Was prom fun?
Oh my God.
You look, from the photos, everybody looked like they were having a great time.
Me and Sawyer hung out on the dance floor the whole time, and he is a gifted dancer. And that's the only way I can describe it. He
That's
clearly
awesome.
doesn't get it from his dad.
Good, good, good.
survived the cleanup and then you. Think it might broke your arm. You're signing on. Still have time to show up at the meeting.
You're fine.
Sorry, hold us in place for fun.
Different side. Well, we're gonna move on. Take our chairs. Gotta shake it up.
Is it rain? It's not raining. It's, I think. Okay, all right. Because there would be a softball game if it's not raining, and so. I just- Yeah, so, all right, well, I'll move that along. We'll move that along.
The weather has intermittent showers. You know,
My son was on their school yesterday.
we had that differential down 40 PM last night.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but that's my cat's never They don't like it.
Yeah.
For dogs, they don't.
Really?
And that's the
And
way
then-
the year the dogs have that.
You will
I don't know the science.
say the best.
My old dog would run in the bathroom.
I had one last night, it was an hour. Just that.
If I was to talk on budget for me, then it would take you 3 days.
Oh, my God.
So it's like, if you have further questions, we'll have a conversation.
I'm available.
I get everybody.
Okay.
Ignore the first 2 pages, because when you print out the pamphlet, it creates the final budget, but we need the full public review. And that's on page 3 to 4.
That's the problem. I just want to make sure I didn't grab
No.
something.
Mr. Byers, I'll need just a few moments of your time at the end of the meeting.
Okay, I will need a few moments of your time too.
This is perfect. Sounds good.
Great notes. So that I know. There's a lot more noise.
How you doing, Jim?
You're welcome. Here they come. It's not as cold.
It doesn't feel as cold.
A little more tolerable. It's a little more tolerable. in here.
I think he had the heat on there to get us out of there.
I didn't move over. I didn't look over there. They said the same thing.
I didn't even look over there.
Missy Collins.
Holy heck.
I wasn't questioning that. I know, it's not, what about the one, it's not that. Fine, sure. I got that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, never mind. You want me? Like you're saying. Sir. Stay.
Hey, Johnstown School District Ready School Board meeting. If you want to participate in this, then
Could we please have a moment of silence for school board member Kim Murray's sister who passed away? And could we also have a moment of silence for my neighbor and my friend Brian Bambino, who served 34 and a half years in the school district and just recently passed away also.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
no problem. Okay. The opening prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, and glory forever. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Mr. Allen,
Here.
Mr. Belsky,
Here.
Mr. Beatty?
Here.
Mr. Jordan had a prior commitment. Mr. McKessick is absent due to the health of a family member. Mrs. Murray? Here. Mr. Pence?
Here.
Mr. Romsberg?
Here.
Ms. Foggy? Here. 7 members present, 2 absent.
I need a motion for the approval of the agenda, and, we had an amendment of PN 314 and 315.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Randy, second by Tony. Any questions, all in favor? Opposed, motion passed.
Excuse me. Dr. Julia needs to explain.
Oh, she has to explain it right now.
Sorry, I checked out there for a minute. So on tonight's Personnel Negotiations Committee agenda, we have added PN 31425, that the Act 93 position titled Intervention Specialist Coordinator Trojan College Access Program be created. The position description be approved and the administration be authorized to announce and advertise if necessary the vacancy. And then PN 31525 is granting the uncompensated leave of employee number 3360.
Thank you, Dr. Terrell.
You're welcome.
Now we can go through some presentations.
Yes, we have quite a few here this evening. It's so nice to see so many people in the audience. Do you mind if we hold you off for a little bit? All right. So the first presentation that we have would be the Trojan Pride Awards. We always are blessed to have people in our district that do much more than we ask of them. And we have 3 individuals here this evening. And for whatever reason, they all happen to be from Johnstown Middle School. But the first 2 recipients for the Trojan Pride Award are the 2 building secretaries, and I'd like them to come forward. Miss Becky Jo Freeman and Mrs. Joan Popovich, if you could come forward. So I present you with this award for making a difference at Johnstown Middle School each and every day. And I just like to say, people may not be aware of this, but when Joan and Becky Jo started at Johnstown Middle School, there really wasn't anyone left behind to kind of show them the ropes and tell them what they needed to do. And you ladies just took it on. And the Johnstown Middle School office is a wonderful, welcoming, kind, caring place. I know that the administration feels very supported by the work that you 2 ladies do. Joan, I think sometimes you start the fire in the furnace and turn the lights on because you get there early for us to start our day. And I know you're right there as well. And we couldn't have done it without you. I don't think many people understand that the heart and soul of our schools really starts at our main offices. And without ladies like you being in those offices to take care of the staff and the administration, the families, the students, we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you for taking on the position. I know, you had some reservations, and you jumped in. What's that?
I love it.
You love it. Oh, that's that. Well, and it shows. So thank you so much. Mr. Beatty, would you be so kind? Oh, Matt Riblett's on the photography duties today. So let's get a picture.
Ladies, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. And Joan, is that your husband back there? Yes. Mr. Popovich, thank you so much for sharing your wife with us.
For 61 years, I had her.
No, it's all right. I know when she's with us, your honeydew list probably is bigger.
Oh, it doesn't get done.
Thank you so much. Thank you both for coming and offering. Appreciate it. And then our next Trojan Pride Award is going to Mr. Neil Kovar. Neil, come on up. So I just really wanted to take a minute publicly to thank you for all of your work that you've done as our GJEA union president over the past couple of years. Working with you has been a joy. I know that we are working to make the district together the very best place that it can be, and without your hard work and dedication, constant communication with us, especially me, text messages, phone calls, we really, I believe, are in the best place we could possibly be, moving the district forward. And if it wouldn't have happened without you, Neil. It wouldn't have happened without you. So, they say if you leave an organization from a position better than you found it, then you've done a job. And I will tell you, you've done a fantastic job.
Thank you very much. I
You're
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
If I may, thank you.
Sure.
I would like to express my gratitude to everybody here. Board members, you guys, thank you so much for supporting us. This Dr. Arcurio, Mr. Dady, you guys have been tremendous to work for and with. You guys have been great just to have conversations, to be able to solve problems that have arisen, and just to have a simple conversation. You guys have shown your care and interest in trying to do what's best for our school district. And I think obviously that's shown. We don't have any open positions now. We have teachers wanting to come to work for our school district. Kids are coming to school, they're enjoying themselves. Obviously, you've got some young men here, young students here that are doing so well. And I want to thank all of you for trying to make Johnstown School District the best place for not only for us to work, but for kids to go to school and the community to live in. And I think if you look at our community as a whole, I think how our school district has improved, I think the community has improved as well. That's just my opinion, but I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for everything you guys have done. That it doesn't say enough. You can't put in words or pictures to show what you guys have really done until you're there every day in the hallways and things of that nature to help us all out. So I hope, unfortunately, my term comes to an end here in about a week or so, and I think we're in a good place moving forward. So thank you very much, and onward and upward.
Yeah,
So,
thank
you guys.
Who'd you
Appreciate
bring with you?
it. Oh, this is my lovely daughter, Claire.
Claire, come on up with Dad.
She's back.
We need to get a picture of your dad.
Till we get outside and
Here she comes. She's coming. All right. And I see a familiar face back there.
Yes, that is my mother.
Hi, Bev. How you doing?
So,
Come on up. Let's get in the family photo.
Do you want a picture of Dr. Arcurio?
Come on up, Bev. We're gonna put Bev in the
My
picture.
mother, my son Cade.
Oh, is
and
he
my
back?
wife-
Come on,
yes, my
buddy.
wife-
Come
my
on.
lovely wife, Brooke, is here.
Oh, and Brooke is there too. Come on up. Let's get you guys all together. Mr. Rivlin, go ahead. Get these folks in the photo. This is a good one. I don't need to do that.
And I can't thank all these people enough as well. My family has supported me in the last 2 years. I know the times I've been on the phone late at night and doing things, these guys have been very supportive and understanding things. So without their support, I couldn't have done this either. So thank you, guys. I appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Dr. Arcurio, are you gonna get up here? and-
No, I think, what a beautiful family photo here. Capture that for sure.
Hold on, when I take pictures, we gotta take 20 of them. Right, Faith?
Zoom in, she's.
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah, you did.
well.
That one is
Very
on
nice.
this.
Hey, Beth, how you doing?
Mr. Day, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Mr. Rick, thank you for all you've done too. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Next up, we have a teacher from Johnstown Elementary School, Mrs. Lindsay Nipple, who is an itinerant speech and language teacher that shares her talents every day with our students at the elementary school. And we are here to recognize that Lindsay is on the board agenda tonight to receive tenure in the Greater Johnstown School District. So Lindsay, come on up. Thank you so much. Thank you. And beyond the walls of Johnstown Elementary School, Lindsay and her husband do community outreach for our students and our schools each and every year. And the work that you and Josh do for us is just, I can't put it into words. We're so grateful. We're so blessed to know you and Josh, but tonight is about you and achieving tenure as a speech teacher at our elementary school. So congratulations. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Oh, this is so fun. This is so good. This is the good stuff that we get to do, right? All right. So I know you've heard him throughout the meeting because he has so many medals around his neck that they're just clinging together. And we have our very own Zachary Duranko. Come on up, Zach. So proud of you. So just to give you a little background on Zachary, Zachary's year so far for Special Olympics included 3 sports: volleyball, snowshoe, and track. Yes. And in October at the Fall Festival at Villanova, which is in Philadelphia, correct? Zachary's volleyball team placed second, and Zachary received the Octopus Award.
Yep.
What's that all about?
It's about kindness.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm not shocked at all. I'm not shocked at all. The Octopus Award is given to someone who has the biggest heart towards their teammates and the sport. Zachary received 2 gold medals and 1 silver medal at the Winter Games this February at Seven Springs. And this past weekend at the track meet, he won 3 silver and 1 gold. You're fast. We are so proud of you, and I have a certificate here for you. And want to make sure that we get a picture of you. Mr. Kashani, please join us. Absolutely. So do me a favor, put this, I'm gonna hold this, because I want everybody to see all your medals. We'll hold this, here, give me this hand. We'll hold this over here so we can see your medals. Nice job.
Mr. Kashani,
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
One more. All right. Nice job. We're so proud of you, Zach. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for bringing them, Mom and Dad. Appreciate it.
Yep.
So Zach was my partner a couple years ago. Johnstown and Westmont have had this little competition between superintendents for the Superintendent Cup. And Mr. Mitchell and I, we played beanbag cornhole, and we kept the cup. And then we had a bocce ball tournament, and Zachary was my partner. And we kept the cup again because Zachary totally carried me throughout the whole entire bocce ball game. I had absolutely no skill, and if it wouldn't have been for him, that cup would have ended up on the hill in Westmont School District. So I know Zach's such a great athlete, and he puts his heart and soul in everything. So thank you so much. Thanks. We're so proud of you. We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, Fiona, I think you're up, friend. You ready?
Okay, when I get that going, I'm Fiona Stewart. I've been going to Johnstown for 12 years, and in my 12 years, I've done nothing as impressive as Zachary. So, way outdo me, okay? I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll tell you about my day while I do that.
There you go.
Actually, super boring day. Yeah, no, nothing.
Tell us about your starring role as Emma in the musical
Oh,
this year.
yeah, no, okay, so we did do the musical. I thought it was pretty cool. It was called Emma Causing Home. Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of new kids join this year. Miss Pasquarella, she is really taking it on, and she's excited about that. And so, I'm excited to work with her moving forward. Hopefully, I will come back and volunteer next year as a volunteer choreographer. Me and her were talking about that today. So, yeah, I'm excited about musical. Love musical. So sad it's over, but it's okay. I'm not going far. Welcome to the May board meeting.
So wait a minute, you said you're not going far, so please share that information.
Oh, I'll be attending UPJ in the fall for early childhood education, and ideally I would like to come back to Johnstown and work here. Unless, of course, I come across a free house on the beach, in which case I can, I mean, the chances are slim, but I want none.
So Fiona, real quick, I'm sorry, I just got to showcase all of your talent. How are you, you're going to UPJ because?
I received a full tuition scholarship through the school, so. I wasn't the only one, so no, May board meeting. So the senior class, we recently held prom. We have pictures here shortly, but we'll quickly go over the prom court, which I can't read from here, so I'll come over on the side. Janiyah Key and Hakeem Broswell, Zoe Christian and Demir Sitton, Emma McAfee and Brock Cobal, Alexa Mazurchak and Jolie Lopez, Jaden Oswalt and Dom Alberter, Jalissa Smith and Jamel Taylor, Tiana Thomas and Dante Cheisinger, and our queen and king, to no surprise, were Zoe and Ted. So that was lots of fun. Here's some pictures of our court. Down you can see Zoe and Tay. She looked like the tooth fairy, but in a great way. That's what I told her. I don't think she took it as a compliment, but it's okay. I think she knows deep down. There was a dance, lots of fun. Song request taken all night. Anthony's for dinner, delicious. Gob cake, they only give you one piece. You need to have two. Everyone knows that. That was my only flaw. Next, we have our National Honor Society. They had their induction ceremony last week during the crazy storm. On Tuesday, April 29th, the National Honor Society at JHS inducted 31 new members. This is the biggest class of students since before 2020. The ceremony was led by officers President Brock Cobal, Vice President Jaden Oswalt, Secretary Alexandra Mock, and Treasurer Emmanuel Hill. 4 senior members gave speeches on the pillars of NHS. Danica Gamuka spoke on scholarship, Jacob Stegman spoke on character, Emma McAfee on leadership, and Maddie Wolfong on service. 12 graduating seniors also received their honor cords at the ceremony. We wish everyone the best of luck in their future endeavors. Super exciting as a graduating senior. Here are, oh wait a minute, I forgot I have a light. Here are NHS officers, Manny, Brock, Jaden, Allie, and there are all the members. Come on, man. I used the light and now it's mad at me.
No.
Perfect. Thank you.
Our cosmetology club will be on a field trip to Seven Springs for the hair show on May 19th, 2025. Super exciting opportunity for them. They get to see professionals do what they do best, and they get freebies. Everyone knows they look the best. Oh gosh, okay, it was working. Okay. GJSD music. Congratulations to the JHS indoor ensembles for the third year in a row. JHS guard and percussion bring home the gold at their region band indoor competition. Here are those ensembles. All the way to the left is also our middle school guard, which also received first place. Okay, it doesn't say it on there, but they did also go to Wildwood this past weekend, where our color guard placed 10th out of somewhere around 30, and our percussion was 9th out of 17 or something. So that was really exciting. Everyone had fun, and no one was in school today. So they all decided that their vacation wasn't long enough. Empty Bowls, our 14th annual Empty Bowls event was a huge success. The Key Club sold 37 student tickets and 216 adult tickets. They've already surpassed last year's total and raised, drumroll please, $6,664.88. 88 cents goes places. Thank you. Next, the Easton Charles Foundation. Avito sponsored a Wear Red Days. They raised $525, which they donated to the Easton Charles Foundation and support their mission to raise awareness and safety around water. I heard him speak. Terrible story of his son tragically passed away, and now they'll pay for minors CPR and lifeguard training. I'm in cahoots with him, and I'll be getting CPR certified this month. So that's exciting. Everyone should. You can do it for free somewhere.
Wow.
Way to go, Zach. Congratulations to Zach Durenko for bringing home 3 silver medals at Special Olympics, and all the other great things he does. Our students of the month this month were 8th grade.
Wow. Zach, you're on every slide.
8th grade, Hassaf Mitchell. 9th grade, Aubrey Helbig. 10th grade, Mr. Zachary Duranko. 11th grade, Ben Fetzer. And 12th, Danica Gamuka. We also, the Interact Club, hosted their annual blood drive. Their goal was to collect 40 units of blood, and they were just a few shy with a total of 37 units collected. And I think that can save somewhere like around 100 lives. I don't know what they're talking about. But somewhere in the hundreds, maybe. Don't quote me on that. Next, the Interact this weekend on Saturday will be posting their color run. Sign up now to participate in the color run at JHS. All proceeds will go to the Cambria County Humane Society. That's this Saturday. You can do same-day registration. There will also be dogs there. So I don't really see why you wouldn't go. The JHS Jamboree will be held on May 28th. All sorts of fun things, bungee things, balloon things, all the things a high schooler wants to do. There will also be raffle items. This is super exciting. Earbuds. That's what we need more of at JHS. Rookie of the Year, we have a big congratulations to Canton Burkhart for being named Rookie of the Year for JHS hockey, as well as Gunnar Hanley for being named Senior Leader for JHS hockey. He's been playing hockey since I think before he could walk. I think they use him as the puck. Sports news, congratulations to Tay for being named the first team all-state basketball team for the Laurel Highlands, as well as Amir Robinson for being on the 3rd team all-state basketball team for the Laurel Highlands. Tracking not even one time fast. I couldn't do it. Thank you so much. This is maybe the last board meeting I'll ever do. So thank you. I don't know how to turn this off. Thank you for supporting me, not just my senior year, but since I was a kindergartner and even before that in preschool. So got chicken sandwiches at home. Thanks, guys.
So next up, come on over, you can have a seat. Next up, we have Mr. Christian Radley, who is an 8th grade history civics teacher at Johnstown High, and he has taken it upon himself always to do the extra for the students that he teaches. And I asked him to come here tonight to definitely take some time to share his the success he has had, his students have had, and the next level that your project has taken on, that will just be a wonderful event for our entire community, not only our school community, but the city of Johnstown. So thanks for coming in.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to it. Love that opening session from all the pride awards and all the celebrations from Fiona. She was born to be a teacher. I'm so excited that she's going to be in the classroom. So I'm here to share the incredible story behind a special event that's upcoming, and one that I think reflects the heart and soul of Greater Johnstown. And it reminds us that heroes walk among us in our halls, and we can follow in their footsteps even when they're decades in the past. So on May 29th, we will gather at Greater Johnstown High School Auditorium to dedicate the bridge at the bottom of the expressway, right next to the War Memorial, in honor of one of our most decorated alumni, Private First Class Dr. Alex Barber. And a little bit about his backstory and how he got here. He grew up in Prospect and was a 1940 graduate of Greater Johnstown High School. And in 1943, at age 21, he enlisted in the U.S. Army to serve as a combat medic during World War II. He landed on the beaches of Normandy in the first wave of soldiers as part of Darby's Rangers. And his courage on the beach that day was like the stuff of legends. It's in books. It's the stuff they make movies about. He performed a life-saving tracheotomy with a ballpoint pen. On one occasion, he navigated a language barrier with French troops to borrow a horse and buggy to load wounded troops up and get them to safety off the battlefield. And he also became the first Army Ranger medic to enter the Buchenwald concentration camp to provide aid when they were liberating the camps. He was wounded in action and lived the rest of his life with shrapnel in his body, which was a constant reminder of what he gave to protect others. For his heroism, he was awarded from the President of the United States the Distinguished Service Cross with oak leaf clusters, the second highest military decoration in the Army. He was given the Bronze Star, Purple Heart, and all kinds of other medals and recognitions. But beyond the medals, he was a healer. He was a medic. He wore the cross on his helmet. And after the war, he became Dr. Barber, a pioneer in chiropractic medicine. He helped a 12-year-old girl learn to walk again, and he filled his community with hope. And he died in 1986 in Johnstown, and he was buried in Arlington National Cemetery. And his story lives on in our students and now in our community. So last year, his daughter Alexis was subbing at the high school while she was in town with her sister. And we got to talking about history, and she told me some of these stories about her father. And it was one of those things you just keep thinking about. This guy's incredible. He walked these same halls. And a couple weeks later, National History Day was starting. We have freedom to choose our topics, to research. And I nudged a couple students to look into Private First Class Barber and the story of D-Day. So Amaya and Zanaya did their National History Day project on Private First Class Barber. And after National History Day, I was just like, there's too much here. We got to extend our learning. What else can we do? So Amaya and Zanaya and I, we worked, and we reached out to Senator Langerholk and asked about, how do you dedicate a bridge? I've seen him before. How does that happen? And worked with his legislative director. We worked with PennDOT. We found a bridge right next to the War Memorial where he has medals and plaques, and it just felt right. Senator Langerholk introduced it to the Senate. My students watched as it passed through and became official, and the rest is history, as I like to say. So the bridge isn't just a tribute. It's a teachable moment, and it tells every student in our district, someone from your hall walked onto Omaha Beach and came home a hero. And Private First Class Barber healed, and he led, and now he continues to inspire all of us. So on behalf of our students and the Barber family, I want to invite each of you, all members of the board, to Johnstown High School on the 29th for a bridge dedication. It is at 10 in the morning, but if you're willing and able to make it, we would love to have you to remember, to celebrate, and to learn together. So thank you. If you're coming down the expressway, it crosses over. Okay. It's the last bridge before you see John Merrill on your right there.
I do have a formal invitation for each of you and a little handout for you that I
You can either pass out or just leave a stack up and you can grab at your convenience. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So there's the invitation, and just here's some information about him.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Appreciate it. I know. And how it all came full circle for us as a school district, right? His daughter, Alexis, ended up as a substitute teacher at Johnstown High School, just passing, having conversation with Mr. Radley. And he just took full advantage of this learning opportunity for our students. And we got the senator involved, and it made it through the Senate, and now we are actually so happy that we're able to host this opportunity for this bridge dedication for Dr. Barber, who is a graduate of our school district.
So we
So
should talk to Ms. Cummings about making a plaque and getting it put inside the school.
that would be awesome. No, excellent, excellent. So just thought he should come down here and share that entire story with you, because it's incredibly impressive. They could have just read about it in a book, spent 15 minutes talking about it and then moving on, and that would have been the end of it. But when you have great instructors, awesome teachers like Mr. Radley, they just constantly take it to the next level for our students to have these opportunities. So very proud of him and his students. So, all right, that.
I was out there listening. I appreciate
Thanks again.
Yeah. So that concludes my presentations for tonight, Mr. Pence, and I will turn it over to our business manager, Mr. Les Paul Butchko, who is going to present the budget for next school year. Take it away, Mr. Butchko.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will apologize in advance. I don't have any funny graphics or sometimes the enthusiasm that Fiona does.
Fiona needs to give them a lesson.
Yeah, it's going to be a lesson sometime on making engaging presentations. I made some promises that I wouldn't keep our presentation to an hour, because if I would divulge into the budget and do a full presentation, it would probably take me about 3 days to do. Because there's gigabytes and gigabytes of data. But I'm going to stay off to the side so I can see everybody. But so our 2025, 2026 fiscal year budget. Fun, right? All right, so our revenues going into the next year, we're looking at $68,613,290. As compared to last year, that is about $100,000 decrease in revenue. And our expenses for this upcoming year are $70,246,892. Last year, we were looking at $70,597,141. Now, I would like to draw your attention to the dark side of it, the deficit, the big scary deficit, right? Last year, our deficit was $1,811,021. So I moved into my position in October, and hear me out before we get too far along. I'm pretty proud of that number because it decreased. We went into this fiscal year with a budget that I didn't create, and we still managed to decrease that deficit. And I'm being bold here. My goal for next year, that'd be a big fat goose egg. I want a $0 deficit. So with board of directors, administration, we make good financial decisions, we could reach that. Our projected fund balance is $10,858,006. So we're making it to the end of the year. I know this time last year,
we were discussing possibly having to float a loan payroll. Proud to say, I was very fiscally responsible. We're making payroll. I don't forecast any issues. So our revenues, this is the portion that I like to focus on here. I'm not projecting a tax increase, so we're gonna stay consistent at 48.62 mils. We get about a 86% collection rate on those local taxes. That has been consistent over the last 5 years. So I'm using that as my budgetary number. Our basic education funding increased 378,000, and our state median household income increased, as long as our local market increased. So the property values are going up. They increased about $2,000. Special ed funding is increasing about $200,000, and our ready to learn budget. We are receiving $3.4 million in the state adequacy, and it's kind of blocked as ready to learn. Last Thursday, we met with representatives, and there's a chance for us to receive an additional $3 million, but I'm a very realistic person, and until that money hits our bank account, I don't want to account for it, because I need to build a budget that we can stick to. And I don't want to inflate $3 million on we should get it. Until it hits our pockets, I don't want to account for it. And as you can see, the chair's might be blocking it. It's not including the budgetary figures. My fancy pie chart. To give you a little bit of a breakdown, 73% of our funding comes from the state. It's about $50 million. Local funds is about $12 million. The feds give us about $6 million. And the small little portion you see that says other revenue, that is money that we can transfer from our cafeteria fund to our general fund for like maintenance items. If the freezer goes down, we send maintenance guy over. Those are work orders. Some expenditures that build that $70 million figure. We have a massive sewer project going on at the middle school that will be taking place this summer. We need to replace another section of the roof of the high school around the auditorium. On our maps, it's roof 3 and 7. You guys will know them as the entryways around the high school. I'd like to protect that asset. Our medical is increasing 32.2%, so healthcare, we're all experiencing increased healthcare. We're not alone. It's affecting us. Last year was 14.9%, and this year is going to be 32.2%. PSERS, which is the state retirement pension, it went up 0.1%. So now we're at 34%. Property and liability insurance is going up 9.3%. Transportation, last year we saw a 20% increase, and this year is going to be 5%. Cyber and charter school, we're expecting $6.9 million to go out to cyber charter schools. I take that with a grain of salt, because we could probably expect closer to $8 million. But for the budgetary figures and accurate information to share with the public and our directors, 6.9 is the number I'm comfortable accounting for in the budget. And the Park Avenue School, we're going to continue just doing our maintenance items as necessary. So our expenditures breakdown, when Wessel was in January, they discussed salary benefits are a base expenditure. As you can see, there's some other items on there as I put my papers. Special ed, transportation, technology, maintenance, and safety and security is pretty self-explanatory, but there's two items I'm going to elaborate on. Federal programs, that's like supplies, services, and instructional materials for our kids. And M&R tuitions, that's cyber school, out-of-district placements, and our dual enrollment program, so the Associate's degree Penn Highlands agreement. I will take any questions, any top-line questions. If you need to get down in the meat and potatoes of it, please feel free to call me. My office is always open. Any questions?
Good job, Les.
We got questions?
Thank you. Thanks so much. Great presentation. Yeah. For real, you can
Start.
sit down
Start.
this time.
For real,
For real. We're not gonna tell you to get on the bed, I promise. Well, one more time.
Yeah.
One more time. All right, Mr. Pence, it's
Presentation.
all to you, sir.
Hearing a citizen. Individuals have 3 minutes to discuss their topics. No, their auditory remarks shall be made against board members, board officials, and employees. No profanity, or the remaining time will be forfeited. If an individual needs additional time, they are to contact the superintendent secretary to schedule an appointment. John?
$70 million budget, 3,000 students. The conservative in me is kind of going, $70 million, that's outrageous. 55% going towards 70 million going towards salaries. This is a lot of money. I saw the school budget hearing you had at the State House. I saw it online. They were questioning if the administration was top heavy. They were questioning trips with cyber school. You guys have $5,500 of junkets on the agenda tonight. I'm very torn on the school choice issue. I go back and forth between public school. I'm a product of public school. My concern though is if we're asking for more money, you're going to get another $3 million potentially in the budget, taking you to $73 million. Are you budgeting that money correctly, and how are you spending it? That's just an awesome amount of money. Plus, you're using 1.6 million from your fund balance, which means you're out of budget. You're using money from another source because you're spending too much money. Think about it. I sent you all a complaint about the cell phone policy with 2 fight videos. I know some of you responded. Hopefully, you all saw it. Mr. Dady, if you're here, thank you so much for meeting with us. The parent contacted us. We had a meeting. I had questions for Mr. Repack about what is the cell phone policy. These kids are having their cell phones 2 periods before the end of the day, and they're recording fights, and there's all this 30, 40 kids in the hallway. Is your policy working? Do you have to modify it? What is it? So we talk about the cell phone policy and the yonder back so much. What's going on? Do they get them back at 1:30? They get them back at 1 o'clock? Why do these kids have 2 periods to record fights? And then you see 30 kids in the hallway with 2 6th graders, 2 11-year-olds beating each other up. Can we talk about that? I was invited to a candidate forum here at Johnstown next Tuesday by the Tribune. I intend to go. I think it's a nice idea. Our history kids are trying to host a candidates forum for the city council candidates. Why aren't they doing it for the school board? 5 of you have your seats up. Shouldn't you be having your own kids question what's going on in Johnstown? Why is the school taking interest in the city council race, but not the school board race? You should be talking about yourselves. I want to invite you all to Johnstown Pride. It's June 21st next month. We thank you all. Mike, Missy, you help us decorate. We appreciate the school. We're going to be at the War Memorial at the concert with the Indigo Girls. We ask every year for a proclamation or a statement from you. Every year you do it. We hope one of you will come to the War Memorial. Mr. Pence, if you're available. Dr. Curie, you're usually on vacation. Hopefully this year you won't be on vacation. You can join us. Mr. Repack, you as well. We'd like to see every one of you. A lot of our kids in the school look forward to this event. I know a majority of you come every year. If you need something in the community, you advertise it on your Facebook. This is a big deal for a lot of people. So we hope you will come. We hope you will participate. Hopefully you're not on vacation. But I do want to talk about those videos, Mr. Repack, and about what's going on with the cell phone policy. Why I'm still getting these videos in the first place. That one was on Snapchat. And I'm very concerned about the fight culture. We talk about this a lot. Randy, you said that it's 40% down. I'm glad to hear that, but I'm still getting videos and these kids still have access to those phones. Do you have to modify this policy so they get the phones back at the very end of the day? And I don't have an answer. I'm curious, what are you going to do about it? What is the policy? Is it 1:30? Is it 1 o'clock? Can you delay it so they get those phones back right at the end of the day? So there isn't that back and forth with the phones. I don't know if you have an answer. I'm just curious about what you can tell us. Is my time up?
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Robin?
I just have a couple of comments tonight. First off, I want to say thank you to Mr. Beatty for our meeting. It was such a breath of fresh air to have a meeting with him. He was just so understanding. He was just so positive. I just can't say enough. I was just truly impressed with you, Mr. Beatty, and thank you so much from all of us. We appreciate you. Another comment I have is again about the cell phones. Johnny and I watched those videos more than once to make sure we were seeing what we were seeing and just being horrified. Again, all of these kids still had a phone, you know, and they looked like they were just chomping at the bit to have something go wrong so they could all start getting in on the action. And I mean, the one child was so little, and the girl that was I don't know if she was the aggressor or what she was, but man, she was wailing the heck out of that poor girl. And she was about 2.5 sizes bigger than her. I mean, somebody's going to get really hurt, you know? I mean, we've had our kids hurt, right? And nobody wants to see that anymore. And then I just have one last comment. Twice last week, I was at Sheetz over on Central Ave when school let out. I was horrified to see. I'm going to start with, we have so many good kids in our school district. We really, truly do. But man, the group that goes walking after school to Family Dollar, Franco's Pizza, the Mayor Trail, and to Sheetz, these kids are horrible. They're so disrespectful. The language out of their mouths, they're ripping these places off. I watched kids just take boxes of candy bars and drinks and just shove them in their backpacks. And they saw me looking at them, and they're just like acting like, you know, what the heck's wrong with you? What are you looking at? I was just like, whoa. I don't know what I would do if I owned one of those businesses, because it's got to be a total disruption to anybody like myself that's coming in there for milk, gas, a loaf of bread, a lottery ticket, whatever my business is. All I can say to you is, having witnessed this now on more than one occasion, I would think long and hard about going to Sheetz or any place in that area during the release of our kids, because they're jumping out in front of the traffic also. I mean, somebody's kid's going to get hit. I mean, I know y'all can't be everywhere, Jimmy. I mean, I see you out there, you're doing a great job, and so are your partners. But, you know, kids are kids, and they just get caught up in, hey, it's release time, let's, you know, whatever. And it's sad and unfortunate, but I think that we need to maybe work a little bit better with some of those businesses. I don't know what we can do to help them out, or they can do to help us out, but maybe we can do something in agreement with each other to, you know, hopefully prevent something before something awful happens. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
You're welcome.
You want those?
Takara.
Takara.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
My name is Takara. I don't know if some of you may know me from the community. I do some raising awareness in the community. But I'm just up here to make some comments as well. As you all know, or if you don't know yet, I've sent you all an email. I would like my meeting as well, like to schedule a meeting as well with somebody, or maybe all of you. But yes, my topic here is for like the student activity funds as well. I would like to, I addressed Amy, Principal Ross, and as well Mr. Hoffman at the elementary school about maybe a PTO to try and get these kids and the parents a little more involved, especially at the middle school. You know, those kids at that age, you know, hitting puberty, they're just a little rowdy, you know, maybe getting the kids more involved and the parents, we can probably come together and, you know, more communication, getting them involved in the school, the parents more involved with administration and the staff, and maybe using those funds more wisely, we can probably get something done around here, you know. I just brought my kids back over from a different a school and just enrolled them back over into this district. And that PTO, I liked what they were doing over there. You know, it was getting the kids more involved and just the funds. And I have disabled kids. So when my kids came over here and to this district, I just felt like, you know, they got more help with the learning purposes. But when it came to like the other part of my children's like 504 and IEPs, it was just disheartening. You know, there just wasn't enough money for my daughter to get what she needed in the school. Pretty much was what I was told. You know, she couldn't get a paraprofessional, which she needs, because there's just not enough funds to kind of hire somebody to help my daughter. So I don't know, I just kind of wanted to talk about the student activity funds if we may. So that was kind of what I wanted to speak about. And so if we can, I'd like my meeting scheduled at a different time if we can. So that's what I want to talk about. And hi, Mr. Pence. Nice to see you today.
I'd very much like to speak to you after.
Yeah,
I used to run the PTO.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, thank you.
chat with you, get you connected with Sean and
Yes, thank you.
get them started again.
Because he did give me like some form. I went to like the Dr. Seuss night. But when I spoke to him about that form, he said there wasn't like no more parent teacher. I guess there was a couple parents involved, but then not involved. So we just have to get more involvement to kind of get it started. And I understand that, you know, so I have a few moms on my side that's willing to be involved. So I guess it's just a part of the board, like asking you guys to help fund it again. So I'm okay with that if you guys are. So
I'll let
it's
Jenny
just-
do it over here.
okay, thank you, Miss.
We'll
Yeah,
get it.
absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Now we got a break for executive session to
2 hours, what do you think? 20 minutes? Little, only an Go in the hallway, so.
I don't want to step on That's it. I don't want to step
So I know Mr. Hoffman is interested in getting started again.
Mr. Revlin.
Enough parents love hearing. I did one down at the middle school for 3 years. And I just want to get it. I'm not saying that maybe we can get this.
Yeah.
But I know that they're very hard.
Yes, and I've been holding like a meeting at the Y. So it's been helpful. I've been getting moms to continuously come. So I have about 4 moms.
We're awake. Wow. Yeah, I can give you all my old fundraising connections.
Oh, yeah.
Little Caesars pizzas.
Yeah.
I made 20 grand a year up there. Little Caesars pizzas. We did 2 sales a year. It ran Huntington days. It ran Huntington.
Yes.
So if we can get something going and some listens. So
Yes,
again,
yeah.
I'd be nice to bring in animal shows, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, I
Thank
mean,
I love that. Yeah.
I just wanted to speak with certainty.
Yeah.
I was talking to him, but and he said, what you need to do is help him work first. I said, okay, I'll do that.
we're not gonna not support it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So get it started and then get those, and the biggest thing is getting those parents cleared.
Yes.
Clearance is
Yes,
stuff for them.
everybody's fine.
And then
So
we can start getting together and.
Okay.
Yes, you as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yep, yep. Yeah, no, I feel you.
How's Matt doing? What's Matt Man up to now?
He's, working at Walmart and gonna go play hockey in New York next year and do online classes and revisit the college next year.
Okay.
He wants to play better hockey.
Yes.
Yes.
So he's going to college and.
He's gonna do online classes.
Right.
And play for a junior team.
With the-
Yeah, in New York.
Mhm.
Oh,
yes.
That's where he's
Yeah,
gonna
they
play.
have a team.
Not, yeah, there's a team there, but he's gonna play the team right below them.
Oh, gotcha.
And then hopefully he's a few more doors on hockey wise for him.
For him.
We kind
He's
of
been
forced,
able to.
we forced you to shoot UPJ, it was lower hockey,
Okay.
and it wasn't the environment hockey wise, it was used to the academics were okay, but hockey's been such a big part of his life, to not be happy in that, it's just been the school part of it. He just really-
So.
he went full-time this year. But he wants to go play hockey to try to, it's his last year of college.
Right.
So hopefully that means a good year, because he's the oldest in that league.
Mhm.
And then some of it, he wants to go to American University.
Okay.
But he has to have a good year for that, so for mid-season, they just start at the station. But that's still, yeah, yeah. Right. So hopefully it works out for him.
Right. Well,
One
I'll keep him in my thoughts and prayers too, because that's a big deal. That's a big deal. You know, you just remember them when they're little. And if I go down, I'll stay. At least one day, we've got to try to run 30 days. I'm University of Michigan. He's doing an internship in California at Wausau. And he was home and we were at the Mexican restaurant in Richmond. And it was like, football. So we got to see the bonuses for the first time in a while. And that was really cool. He was saying, yes, he is. He's,
I can't remember.
Washington, Governor Jeff.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah,
In Washington County.
yeah.
And he looks exactly how you would imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, as far as his size and the, you know, the partneriness, and he hasn't changed.
How's your boy doing?
He hasn't
Okay?
changed. Yeah, he's doing good. Right now, he's in, so he, yeah, he's doing good.
I just scared him.
There's nothing to do with law. This was on for 6 weeks.
Okay, let me put it back here.
So we'll see what happens, but he does not, I'm surprised, because he's, you know, he played, you know, perhaps 2 years and, he doesn't really still like, you know, he actually works at the athletic center on the university. So there's a job, you know, so he's still like, he's
he wants to try and help as much as one year. Then he's got to send him to school and. Right. Does he know what, what's he making? Yeah. 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 You always keep that. Oh. She just graduated. Gotcha. She was interested in law enforcement. That kind of surprises me.
Yeah.
Has she always been?
A little bit, yeah.
Really?
She's not sure if she's gonna stay at that program or do something more with it. She's thinking of possibly being like a culture professor or something
In that area?
Eventually, yeah. So, she made a lot of connections there and, you know.
And it sounds like those kind of relationships. You gotta get a break.
I know.
Really?
It's,
Also, in front of me, teacher. Oh, yeah. At UPJ.
yeah. No, no.
Okay, I didn't see her,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But,
Yeah, yeah.
so.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Right, in steps.
Right,
We'll take it in steps, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good talking to you.
Yeah, you too, hon. Hey, Bill, how are you? Oh. Really? Oh, my goodness. I appreciate that. Oh, I just think so. Really? Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm trying. I'm trying. It's, you know what I mean? It's a different kind of place. Well, it's definitely the right place for someone like it. You know what I mean? Especially when our talking special right now, right? I mean, there's some of these writers, you know, they just like, they're like. Yeah, yeah, for them, it's true. I had two, a couple kids that came from outside. And they're being successful. And they're all in school, so that's good. Oh, yes. Oh, you mean like big numbers? Is that what you're saying?
I get it. Yeah, yes, that's right, that's right. Oh, that are in that one, yes, yeah. And I think that and we work in very small groups or one-on-one, they're not, they don't have the, they're not showing off for anybody. You know what I mean? And it's just a different, it's, I try to create a like classroom, and you, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but like I have rocking chairs in there. We have like different, like, we turn off the lights, I have lamps, and because they're sensory issues too. So when you just do a little thing, or like the table, like something as simple as our work tables have tablecloths on them. It's just a different, just to make it feel a little more open, you know, and for some of them, that works. It just works for them, for some, not all. Oh, up in, at the high school, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you one thing I did notice, I don't remember being this way, I mean, because I'm 15 years out of high school, it's been 15 years since I was teaching American government, American history there, so it's been that long, but I don't remember, like, what I'm finding is that, I never noticed this in the history classroom, I never saw a problem with students, or open to help, or open to asking questions, and there's definitely, definitely have this whole, I don't need help. I don't need help, so don't help me. Yeah, they're definitely more receptive and as a result. Yes, and that was something that wasn't a thing in a regular classroom at the high school 15 years ago. So that's changed. And you know what else changed? And maybe you remember this too. I can remember Mondays, okay? Kids either didn't go to school or when they got there, they were just so tired and lethargic. It was easy because they were still half asleep. It's not like that. Mondays, everybody's hungry. Yes, and that's, don't you think, that's been a shift? From when you and I were in the classroom, when you were a teacher, that is a change. And I'm, getting used to that now. I'm like, wow, why is every Monday like a Zoom? Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's right. The caregivers for your siblings, it's insane. And that never, 15 years ago, that wasn't a thing. So that's new. And you're right. It's a piece of art. Here's the scary part. Like I said, I'm just new coming back into this because I've been for the last 14 years in elementary school. To me, that seems so I was asking this happening in the flash. You know what I mean? Is this just a core 4 thing? But there's something different this year.
Where do you want to sit, Robin? Wasn't 3 hours, Josh.
There was no 3 hours.
I make a joke about that.
Oh, poor Tim keeps calling.
Oh, how's he?
Oh,
I'll take your sweater back to your office.
Give a Mike here. Cough it up a lot.
I got it.
You have tape right on your desk, back there, Debbie.
Yes, I do.
Do they want me to run for superintendent? Again, education, Trista, why not?
They cleared out.
It always does. It's just Robin and I.
You know, just.
Yeah, with veterans.
I want to look over the budget. I may be calling you for a meeting. That's 70 million, which is, I'm trying to get my brain wrapped around it. It's 73.4.
Yeah.
You got the number, right, Josh?
We were talking about?
For the budget.
I do, I have the numbers.
70, potentially 73.4.
No, this was,
Let me know.
3,000 kids and 350 employees. No, it doesn't.
What are you doing there?
There's like a little set every single time I'm here. I end up
I had a big piece of packing tape on the front of my desk when I was assistant superintendent, because it was so bad that I constantly. Yeah.
I'll bring back the tape. That's fine.
What a good meeting. So much to celebrate. That's Zachary. So excited. Oh, he's such a good guy.
They from the West End,
I don't know.
remember that was where, you know, Pete.
Pete,
George,
yeah.
those guys were so nice.
Maybe so. I don't know. He's still like,
Oh, yeah.
he's still like. And I kid you not, that bocce ball match that he's here. And he was like, I couldn't get a point to save my life, and he was phenomenal. All our points came from him, and like, that's how we kept the cup. That's how we kept the cup.
For granted.
I'm gonna yield my time, so.
No, no.
Can I yield my time?
So you,
Same girlfriend? You're at school.
Yes, sir. We just started, that's all. Yeah.
I can't believe I had to thank the radio for my family.
are you done kind of work?
It's not fun. It's like PTSD, that's not.
Hey,
fun.
her mother and her sister. So they give me one.
So I don't have time. I was
Back there, and then I can't hear him. Oh, that's much.
We all know the word.
Is it on?
90 years old, now, but do it again. Let's get a kitty cat. Kitty cat's in.
Yeah, we're second.
20 minutes, good job.
Yeah, right. We like that one.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
We weren't having an executive session at all when you weren't coming.
We heard that.
Yeah, we just
Never went in, we were like,
and now you're here, so we thought we better have one.
Yeah, thank you.
welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. It's like we never left.
Oh, you were too much.
People watching this, we're all nuts and laughing.
Robin, you're growing your hair long. It looks nice.
Thank you.
She's gonna be a great grandma.
I am. They're a baby.
Derek's being a dad. Derek, fantastic. Does he know
I
he's
think
having?
to do on my birthday, isn't that too funny, July 30th? I'll be 70 and the baby's coming.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Noah Carter is gonna be his name.
What?
Noah Carter.
Oh, how nice. I can still see Derek's little face in kindergarten.
I might have.
He speaks
Love
very,
you,
very
baby.
highly.
You were his favorite.
No, you don't.
He got puppy to this day.
I enjoyed him. I can still see his little face. Well, tell him I said congratulations. Mm-mm. And congratulations to you on your.
I wish my husband was alive to be
Oh,
great grandpa with me.
for sure.
In spirit, he's watching us.
Of course.
No.
Is the name a family name at all, or just,
They just like that name.
okay,
It was Jackson. I was
okay,
getting used to Jackson. And then all of a sudden we went to Noah.
all right.
Good with the name.
Yeah. That's a strong
Sure,
name.
baby. Whatever you want.
You want this one?
Oh my God. That's funny.
Yes, sir, we are.
Kim, I just want to tell you, I'm very happy you're back.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice job for you all that.
Oh, did you have to take a photo? One said I look at Chase.
You did an excellent job, Christy.
Oh, good luck.
We're all good. She had to fill in.
I think we're all coughing.
I'd like to call the order of the Greater Johnstown School District. Great board meeting. We had a real long executive, we're done with that. Now I need the approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting on March 4th, 2025. Motion. Second. Okay.
I'm sorry. It's the wrong date. It should be April
First.
1st, 2025. There was a typo there.
That was a different meeting.
Oh, yeah.
I need a roll call.
Mr. Allen,
Yes.
Mr. Belsky,
Yes.
Mr. Day, Mrs. Murray,
Abstain.
Mr. Pence,
Abstain.
Mr. Romsberg,
Yes.
Ms. Foggy.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. My report is, I'm just proud of our district and how everything's going. I mean, I walk, we go into the halls are pretty well empty.
Oh, forget it.
Okay,
Wow,
So we were just getting a little water.
we're good, Les.
okay. Yeah, thanks, Chuck. I'm just proud of all of our administrative people. And if you go look at it, like you said, Randy, the fights are down. Everything, you're getting the students walking the hallways, you go into school. I mean, it's completely different. The fights, damn, I wish I had a crystal ball. That's all I wish, John. I wish I can sit there and go, these two are gonna do it, we can go right in there and stop right now. To me is, I don't know why anybody has their children and if they want to fight. I don't know. To me, it just baffles me to where I'm bringing up my people, my guys. I'm trying to teach them, you don't fight, you don't fight. Why there is fights, if you could find that answer, you'd make a tons of money. That's just my report. Superintendent's report, Amy, Dr. Curio.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Pence. Just for the benefit of the entire board, the emergency management system of Cambria County is now implementing a drone project where medication, blood products can save lives by having record time delivery of products that they need throughout Cambria County. We were approached and asked if we would put some signaling or little tower, little cell information, so that when the drones are flying into Johnstown, they asked if we would be able to put a marker on the high school and Johnstown Elementary School. And we're going to do that, right? We're great community partners. And as a result of that, they are going to have their opening and their communication about this new initiative with drones at Johnstown High School on May 30th. They'll have everybody there. They'll host it there. And then the drone folks who provide curriculum and educative materials, they're going to go into the high school and they're going to present jobs that are available with drones, what we're using drones for, and just a whole new opportunity for employment around that type of work. So, I thought that was pretty cool that just for something very small to put on our roof, they're going to do something really, I think, really special at our high school for our kids. I just wanted to make sure, John, I know you and Robin share this information. Our summer programming for this summer, we will have our credit recovery at Johnstown High School from June 16 to July 30th. And it will run from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Breakfast and lunch will be provided. Johnstown Middle School will be hosting Trojan Summer Academy from June 16th to July 30th from 8 to noon, Monday through Thursday. And then for the first year, we are going to have our Summer in the City program at the Park Avenue School in Moxham. We thought a lot of our children that live in that community would easily be able to walk to Park Avenue and get themselves involved in the activities. So Summer in the City will be from June 23rd to August 8th from 9 to 3, and that will be Monday through Friday. And of course, kids are free to come and go as they'd like. We'll offer 2 meals a day in Summer in the City as well. And then we currently were granted a grant for an artist in residence program at Johnstown Middle School. So one of our former students, poetry, Dozier, she is a community, beyond this community known artist. She does a lot of work at the Community Arts Center in Westmont, down here at Bottleworks. So she is the artist. She is currently painting a mural. Everybody's coughing now. I'm gonna cough. She is currently painting a mural at Johnstown Middle School, and she is doing this mural while kids are in school. So the kids get to watch this unfold, and it's going to be on the wall that you would first walk into our auditorium at Johnstown Middle School. So Josh, we would like the Tribune Democrat to come when we do our unveiling, because she's just so incredibly. I saw her today and she just hugged me so tight. She said, "You have no idea what this means to me to be able to come back to where I walk these halls, and now I'm able to share my talent with students." And I said, one of these kids may end up being an artist someday. You don't know the seed that you're currently planting here at Johnstown Middle School. So it's a wonderful grant program. It's at Johnstown Middle School. We'll do an unveiling and we'll do the press there, and I'll invite all of you, of course. But really a neat opportunity for us and for our students and our art teacher at Johnstown Middle School. So, Mr. Riblet, thank you for for putting that all together and coordinating a lot of those efforts with Mr. Houston. John, you asked about cell phones. Cell phones are returned at both the high school and the middle school every day at the very end of the day. So at the middle school, children return to homeroom. They're in homeroom at 2:10, and then when dismissal starts at 2:20, they're given their cell phone when they walk out the door. The issue that happened that day was in the hallway as the children were exiting to get on their bus. Instead of leaving the school and getting on their bus, they decided to engage in a fight. But the children are not at all, the students are not at all receiving their cell phones anytime prior to dismissal. So, yeah, so I don't think there's any need for any kind of policy change. I think it's working. There were plenty of adults that intervened immediately, and it's unfortunate. Unfortunately, kids are gonna fight. And sometimes, they fight at school because they know someone's there to break it up, right? And no one gets too injured. We will continue to support our children with other means to solve any problems that they're having, settle arguments and disputes. But I was happy, and I know we're all pleased that I don't think he received too many videos compared to previous years. So the work that the board is doing, our administration, it's really making a difference for our school communities to be a place of learning and a safe place for our students. So that incident was very unfortunate. To your point, Robin, Mr. Dady and Mr. Houston met with the two of you, with the mom. And I knew, you were in good hands and it would be resolved, and it was. So that's our approach, and that's what we'll always do.
I want
So
to say thank you to Mr. Gibson, but also because he intervened and did his part also, and we're really grateful for Jeff and what he did too.
yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything about the Moxon fights or the other community fights the school board can address that? Or is it not possible?
The community fights.
Whenever their kids are fighting in Moxon out of school, so.
Yeah.
You know about those, right? You know.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. And to your point, Robin, like we can't be with them 24/7, and I'm sad to hear of their behavior in the community. But, some of that needs to be taught at home.
Yeah.
And families need to model the behavior that they expect to see from their children. And, we are able to do our part in keeping schools safe. Unfortunately, now it spills out to after school in the community. And I really think that the Sheets Corporation probably has a lot more money than we do to kind of address, the issues that you talked about. As much as we'd like to partner with them, they probably have so many resources for security guards.
In the past, Johnstown had a cruiser sitting right there, like in Franco's parking lot, right at the beginning of the trail.
Mhm.
I don't know if that kind of helped curb some of it or not, but sometimes just the police presence is enough to make you think twice about.
Sure, I know
something
Mr.
stupid.
Davies back there taking notes because he's our safety director. He works very closely with our school police department. We're definitely looking into all of those things, but yeah, it's unfortunate. We'll keep working though. We're not done. So thank you, Mr. Pence. That concludes my report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Secretary report, Debbie?
Thank you. Excuse me, no, I'm coughing.
Stay over there. I was just gonna say.
I know. A workshop was held today, presented by representatives from the Rashini Group regarding healthcare from 3:13 to 4:04 p.m. And prior to this meeting, an executive session was held from 4:20 to 5:04. Personnel matters regarding a candidates for the positions listed on the agenda and a confidential employee. Contractual matters regarding technology, a lease agreement, the Garfield building, and radio announcers. The second executive session was held from 6:11 to 6:29 for a student matter and a contractual matter regarding the support staff contract. And that concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Debbie. John, I need a solicitor's report.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I reported on this before. One of the things that we're dealing with in public school districts is we're kind of a hotbed for some of the turmoil, legislative and litigation pieces right now. And I think I talked about this before, but just to show you what we have to deal with in just the month of April. April 3rd, we received a Dear Colleague letter from the Department of Education saying that we had to attest to requirements that came out of the students for free admission into, or fair admission, excuse me, into Harvard. So that came out April 3rd, saying that we would not discriminate. We don't, but they asked us to do that, and as well as that Supreme Court case. Then April 7th, we got a letter saying we had 10 days to attest by the Office of Civil Rights. That turned into a litigation nightmare on April 10th. We then had the Pennsylvania Department of Education respond to the Department of Education saying that we don't discriminate, we won't discriminate, that's how we receive our federal funds. And on April 24th, the ACLU filed suit to block all of that, and that's currently being litigated. So I only bring that up because in the short month of April, we received about 5 different notices from different organizations suing over, different policies and things of that nature. So, unfortunately, the local school districts, especially the public school districts, that's what we're faced with right now, trying to navigate that scenario and find out at the end of the year where, we have to follow legally and what our stance is going to be, depending upon what the legislation or the judges come down with. So, again, that was just the month of April. I'm sure I'm going to be able to do this every single month until we have some sort of decision. So I just wanted to give you an update on kind of what we're dealing with behind the scenes there. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. I need a motion to approve the treasurer's report the month ending March 2020. Motion by Randy, second by Tony. Any questions? All in favor? Vote passed. Tom, I'd like for you to go to the Resolution Standing Committee of the Cafeteria.
C-1525 to C-1825.
I need a motion. Motion by Mike, second by Randy. Any questions? All in favor? Motion passed. Tony, for the education.
E-108-25 through E-127-25.
I need a motion. Motion by Tom, second by Mikey. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed. Kimberly, Personnel Negotiation Committee.
Okay, PN 259 and PN 26025.
I need a motion. Motion by Mike, second by Tony. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed.
PN 26125 that Sarah Madera be appointed to the grant-funded Act 93 position of Supervisor of Special Education at a prorated salary of $80,000 with all contingencies as listed.
Motion.
Second.
Mike, second by Tony. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed.
PN 262, 263, 264, 265, and 266.
Motion by Randy, second. Tony, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed.
PN 267, we're going to table. PN 260,
You need a motion? Motion. Tape, Michael, second. Tony, any questions? All in favor? Motion passed. That we can table.
PN 26825, that Stephanie Heupel be appointed to the position of school counselor at Johnstown High School at Masters Step 8 with all contingencies as listed at $71,940.
Motion. Motion by Randy, second by Michael. Any questions? All in favor? Motion passed.
PN 26925, that Kara Soliday be appointed to the position of school counselor at Johnstown High School with all contingencies as listed.
Motion, Tony, second. Missy, all in favor? Opposed? Motion passed.
PN 27025, that Liliana Romero be appointed to the position of world language teacher at Johnstown High School with all contingencies as listed.
Motion. Second. Randy, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed.
PN 27125, that Allison Bentley be appointed to the position of special education, assisting support, emotional support, learning support teacher at Johnstown Elementary School with all contingencies as listed.
Motion. Second Randy, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed.
PN 27225, that Courtney Hillier be appointed to the position of special education, support, emotional support, learning support teacher at Johnstown Elementary School with all contingencies as listed.
Motion. Tony, second. Randy, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
PN 27325, that Monica Pelko be appointed to the position of special education, learning support, emotional support, autistic support teacher at Johnstown Elementary School with all contingencies as listed at Master Step 14, 83,663.
Motion. Randy, second by Tony. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
PN 27425, that Tyler Mazurchak be appointed to the position of special education, life skills support, learning support, autistic support teacher at Johnstown High School with all contingencies as listed.
Motion. Randy, second. Michael, any questions? All in favor? Motion passes.
Okay, PN 27525, that Christina Ward be appointed to the position of behavior intervention specialist at Johnstown Elementary School with all contingencies as listed.
That's a contractor. It was.
Okay, we took out,
Teacher.
teachers, for the teacher's contract, we took out teachers.
You got it?
It just says contract there.
Motion. Randy, second, Michael. Any questions? All in favor? Motion passes.
I started coughing and then everybody else did. I'm blaming that.
Okay, on PN 27625, if you go to the musical Johnstown High School letter D, the choreographer for Fall Spring is Kaylin Karigas, and the drama coach for spring is Bethany Ann Thomas. Those two were switched around.
Motion. Randy, second. Michael, any questions? All in favor? Motion
Okay, 277, 278, 279, 280, 281, and 282.
passes. Motion. Tony, second. Randy, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
PN 28325, that Joan Popovich be appointed to the position of 10-month secretary at Johnstown Middle School with all contingencies as listed.
Motion. Tom, second by, Randy, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
PN 284, 285, 286, 287, and 288.
Motion. Randy, second by Michael, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
PN 28925, that Paige Boyer be appointed to the position of 2025 Summer in the City Site Coordinator with all contingencies as listed at a prorated salary of $25 an hour.
Motion. Tony, second by Michael, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
PN 29025.
Motion. Randy, second. Missy, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
PN 29125, that Jasmine Kyle be appointed to the grant fund position of school-based social worker at a prorated salary of $48,000 with all contingencies as listed.
Motion by Randy, second by Missy, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
PN 292 through PN 305.
Motion by Michael, second by Tony, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
PN 30625.
I need a motion by Tony, second by Missy, roll call.
Mr. Belsky,
Yes.
Mr. Davy,
Yes.
Mrs. Murray,
Yes.
Mr. Pence,
Yes.
Mr. Romsberg,
Abstain, family?
Ms. Foggy,
Yes.
Mr. Allen.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, PN 30725 to PN 31325.
Motion, Michael, second. Tony, any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed.
PN 31425 to the Act 93 position titled Intervention Specialist / Coordinator Trojan College Access Program be created, the position description be approved, and the administration be authorized to announce and advertise, if necessary, the vacancy.
Motion by Randy, second by Michael. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed.
PN 31525, that the uncompensated leave of absence request from employee number 3360, effective May 5th, 2025, be approved.
Motion. So, second by Mike, any questions, all in favor, opposed, motion passed. Athletics, AS 4125, AS 4325.
Motion.
Motion by Kim, second by Tony, any questions, all in favor, opposed, motion passed. Michael,
BF 5225 to BF 5425.
I need a motion.
Motion.
Yes, I need a phone call. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Who did that? Your motion, Tom second, I need a roll call.
Mr. Davy,
Yes.
Mrs. Murray,
Yes.
Mr. Pence,
Yes.
Mr. Rumsberg,
Stay family.
Ms. Foggy,
Yes.
Mr. Allen,
Yes.
Mr. Belsky.
Yes.
Motion passes.
BF 5525 to BF 6625.
Motion
Motion.
by Kimberly, second by Tom. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passed. Randy?
We need roll call on,
No.
or we did roll call on all three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cafeteria. Yeah, buildings and grounds.
BO 4325 for BO 3725.
Motion,
Motion.
Michael, second by Tony. Any questions? All in favor? Motion passed. Motion for adjournment?
Motion.
Motion by Tom, second by Michael. Any questions? All in favor?
Thank you. You got a lot going on.
Shut this off.
Yeah, mine, she takes her in.